Hi everyone, it's Winnie and I have Hercules here with me today. We are going to do the furry friend tag, and this was a tag that I wasn't officially tagged in. I just thought it would be cool to kind of introduce our fur babies to you guys. The first question, what is his or her name? His name is Hercules. He was originally, his previous owner had named him Puppy before, but when my husband inquired as to whether or not we could adopt him and showed me a picture of him, I immediately decided that his name should be Hercules. Are you sleepy? Next question, when did you get him or her? Well, we got him like a month before Sam and I got married, and he originally had a different owner, and we originally got, well, he was originally owned by Sam's coworker. His coworker gave Hercules, at the time his name was Puppy, to an elderly lady, but because Hercules has so much energy, she couldn't take care of him, so she ended up giving him back to Sam's friend. Sam's friend then said that she had too many doggies, so she didn't know what to do. She didn't want to give up Hercules, or Puppy at the time. So Sam asked if we could possibly take him in, and he's been ours since. Next question. What is something he does that annoys you? What does he do that annoys me? What do you do that annoys me, Hercules? Oh, here's one thing, and it's kind of endearing when you really think about it, but Hercules here likes to sleep next to Sam and I when we're in bed, and a lot of the times when we're trying to get comfortable, we really can't because he's like right there next to us, so we don't want to disturb him because he's asleep, and it's just really bad waking up one of our babies when they're asleep. What type of breed is he? Hercules is a Chihuahua. His previous owner said that he was a teacup Chihuahua, but he's a little bit big to be a teacup Chihuahua. But I know at the very least he's a Chihuahua. I just don't know if there's different kinds of Chihuahuas, which I'm sure there is. So he's a Chihuahua. Has he had a near-death experience? Yes. There's a street right out front of where we live, and he's been known to be a little too daring and try to cross the street without really looking. So I know one time that comes to mind, Sam was out taking them out so that they could do their business, and he ended up trying to cross the street while there was a car coming, and the car had to swerve so that he wouldn't hit Hercules here. Does he know any tricks? Hercules can sit when he wants to. Well, if you have a treat, he'll sit when you tell him to sit, and at the same time sometimes he can catch like food in his mouth. He kind of has to be having a good day for that though. Does he like to snuggle? Yes, he likes to snuggle. I think he likes to snuggle a little too much. He snuggles with both Sam and I. When we're watching TV downstairs on the couch, he likes to jump up on our laps and you know, curl up, and then when we're kind of relaxing, just like laying on the couch, he likes to crawl behind us and get comfortable there, and he's pretty comfortable right now. Where did you get him? We got Hercules from Sam's coworker. She has a mommy and daddy Chihuahua, and that's where Hercules came from, and the mommy Chihuahua of course had puppies, and so he was originally owned by somebody else, which I told that story, and she couldn't care for him, so we took him in. Does he get along with other dogs? He gets along with other dogs. He has a brother Bandit that's like right there. He's camera shy. He likes playing with other dogs. Sometimes he plays a little bit too much with them, and he's friendly for the most part. Considering he's a Chihuahua, he's pretty friendly. Does he get along with strangers? Hercules gets along with strangers for the most part. I think, of course, when someone's new to the crowd, he kind of is a little bit reserved and cautious, but he gets along with people pretty well. Kids, though, on the other hand, when they try to like chase him and get too close to him too quickly. He doesn't like that. He'll start growling. But we discipline him when he does that, so he doesn't really nip or anything like that. Huh, Herc, you look bored. How much does he weigh? Hercules weighs about 8 pounds. We just took him to the vet like a month and a half ago, and she said that he weighed 8 pounds, and he looks kind of skinny, but the vet did say that he's at a really good weight. He's not you know, really skinny, and he's energetic, and he likes to play with his brother, so he is a good weight for a Chihuahua, 7 pounds. Do you ever dress him up? No. Sometimes when it's cold outside, I'll put a sweater on him, but that's primarily just to keep him warm, not to make him cute or anything, because he's a little guy, and he gets shivery sometimes, so I don't really dress him up. I don't dress him up at all. I don't think he would like that either, huh, Herc? And the reason why I know that he wouldn't like it is because even when I put him in his sweater, he ends up taking it off somehow, so... And you just don't realize that that's for your own good, huh? Has he ever ran away? Hercules ran away from me one time. It was when we were living in Anthem. Bandit, Hercules, and I, we were out for a walk, and it was a really nice neighborhood, and it was an apartment complex, and people had dogs there. So we were walking, and we were walking by another neighbor's balcony, and there was a big dog there. So when the dog saw us, it scared us, and we scared the dog. So the dog just like barked out of nowhere, and I ended up dropping the leash, and it was his leash that I dropped. So he ended up getting scared of the leash and trying to run away. It was one of those retractable leashes, and he ended up being afraid of that, so when he tried to run away, he thought that it was chasing him, but it was really just attached to him because it was his leash. And he seriously ran all across, like across the whole complex, and it's a pretty big complex. He ran across the whole complex just like yelping and everything, and I was so scared that he you know, ran into the bushes, and a coyote may have gotten him, but he ran clear across the apartment complex, and considering how big it was, how many buildings there were, he ran straight to our door, to the private entrance to our old apartment, and he was just waiting right there. And Bandit and I were following him. We ended up losing sight of him because he ran around some corners and stuff like that, but when we got back to the apartment, he was just like waiting there. So technically he ran away from us, but he ran home. How did you come up with his name? I saw a picture of him, and he was just so tiny. Back then he was even tinier than he is now. He was just a little puppy then, and I saw a picture of him and immediately decided that his name should be Hercules. And now looking back, it only makes sense. His name should have been Hercules from the very beginning. I mean, his name was meant to be Hercules. And it's kind of funny when people first meet Bandit and Hercules, because they always think Bandit, the bigger dog, his name is Hercules, but it's this guy who's very bored right now. And this next question is a stupid question. The question is, how much does he mean to you on a scale of 1 to 10? That's the dumbest question. Hercules on a scale of just 1 to 10 means a 10. But really, on a scale of 1 to 10 million kajillion, he is 10 million kajillion to me. Him and his brother, I love them very much. I don't know what I would do without them. Sam and I think they were meant to come into our lives. So that's our furry friend tag. I'd like to thank my special guest Hercules here, who would rather be, I don't know, picking on his brother. Thank you, Hercules. If you want to do this tag, please do. I would definitely like to see that, and I'll go ahead and list the questions so that you can go ahead and read them and answer them on your own. So this is Winnie and Hercules signing off. Say bye. Doggy's waving bye. It's kind of weird. Okay, Hercules, you're free to go. You're free to go. Bye.